By the time Samina was in class 7, she was discouraged. Years and years of her parents, that's 7 years, of her parents comparing her and her teachers comparing her with siblings and relatives left her a very apprehensive, very cautious girl. She suffered from very low self-esteem. And when I met her, she told me, she said she thought that she was the dumbest girl in class. And every day she was reminded of her failure. She only needed her teachers to encourage her, motivate her, and to challenge her. She only needed her parents to give her hope, to listen to her, and to have faith in her. None of this happened. In 7 years, Samina graduated. She had remained an invisible learner, an invisible child, student throughout her academic years. She graduated. She was a disappointment to her teachers, to her parents. Everyone had so much hope from her. They thought she would do so much better. She didn't know what had gone wrong. She didn't know why everyone had so much hope for her. She was obviously some person who couldn't have done well. She was not happy, and she was lost, and she didn't care. I have studied the influence of students when things like that happen in their lives. I've been teaching for 30 years, preschool, middle, primary, secondary, and tertiary. And I have hundreds of stories. And from those stories, I have reflected and analyzed and brought for you today best practice, the one best practice. And I'm going to tell that to you sometimes during this talk. To incapacitate means to do something that does not let the person behave normally. When children are incapacitated, they don't talk, they don't laugh, they don't think, they don't learn, they are not happy. They don't know what's going wrong with them. Their minds have stopped functioning. It's so easy to say कि इसका दिमाग खराब है, सुनता ही नहीं है कुछ, बंद है इसका दिमाग, ढीठ को देखो. And you're right, of course he's ढीठ. And yes, his brain has simply stopped working, it doesn't work anymore. Incapacitate, the verb comes from the word capacity. These people now have no capacity to think. Well-meaning negative parenting and well-meaning untrained teachers do this to children. This is then compounded in schools and home environments. Children have no idea of what they're going to do. We talk about empowerment, and that's the buzzword these days. Everyone wants to be empowered. Does anyone know where one has to go and get this? I mean, do you buy it? Are you born with it? Is there a place where you can study it? Where do you get it from? Do we even understand how we have to set the scene for an environment that has the soil that is going to create this product and let it out in this world? Do we really understand? I leave that to you as a question. Claxton talks about this. He says we have to move from the ice age to the ace age. And if we are to move from the ice age to the ace age, then we have to change the way we are teaching, and we have to change the way we are parenting. We intuitively know that our teaching force lacks something. We also know that what they lack can't be taught. We can only hope that the individuals that are attracted into the teaching force have it. And what is more, for people who God has given the honor to be blessed with children, they lack it too. Parenting and teaching is a personal embodiment. It is the inside-out model. It doesn't work the other way. So when people sometimes say, and I'm like half believer of that, the teachers are born, indeed they are. They are born. So when they come into teacher training courses, they learn what to teach, how to teach. But lots of this craft has to come to them from inside out. That is how it's going to work. Now we talk about Claxton's Ice Age. What is the Ice Age? He talks about the Ice Age. He said it's instruction, comprehension, and examination. That, listeners, is exactly what schools are about. Instructions, comprehension, and examination. So teachers instruct, then they find out if you have understood the instructions, and then they examine you to make sure that you have totally understood and you have recalled whatever they told you and you have the knowledge. No skills are taught, no feelings are catered to, no attitudes are developed, no aptitudes are considered. Exactly the same formula is followed at home. Parents use the ICE brilliantly well. There's a few changes in a few places. There's more criticism, there's a lot more admonishment, but there's instruction, comprehension, and examination. There's all about instruction. They don't talk to their children. Never. It's all about this. Have you been to the tuition? Bag rakha, chai pee li, नाश्ता किया, दांत ब्रश करे, दरवाजा बंद करो, जूते पॉलिश करो, इस्त्री कर ली, मासी आई थी, दादी को दवाई दे दी, खाना खा लिया. This. The next is criticism. I cannot tell you how smart your puppy's son is. And have you seen yourself? Have you just seen yourself? शक्ल जाके बस शीशे में देख लो. ना अकल, कोई काम ठीक नहीं करते हो, कोई बात सुनते नहीं हो. तुमने अपने मामू की बेटी देखी है? फलां की बच्ची देखी है? So it's unending comparisons. And last is the admonishment. It just doesn't finish. So from one to another, there is a series of admonishments. For this talk, I selected children between the ages of 6 to 16. I could take it down to 3 as well, but I'll keep it at 6. And for 16, it could go up to 220 if you're lucky enough to be living that long. Children have a great propensity for solving their own problems. We have no faith in them. We don't think they are going to do it. So we have this philosophy, देखा मैंने कहा था ना खराब हो जाएगा. And we have this self-fulfilling prophecy and everyone lives it every day. मैंने कहा था accident होगा. You're a careless driver. हो गया ना? मजा आ गया? खोलो दांत अब खूब. And so it goes on and on and on. Now, he talks about then the ace age. He said if we are to move from the ice to the ace, let's see what the ace is. He says the ace is agility, capability, and the buzzword which is empowerment. Agility not only of body, but of mind, of this sharpness, of being there, of being ready to solve problems, to think, to move. Capability, to take things under your own control, to think, to know about how to solve problems, whatever they are, big or small. And then, obviously, if one is agile here and capable here and here, they are empowered. They are absolutely empowered. My research and my thinking on this led me to do several years of experiments with teachers of all levels. My work takes me to government and private schools every month, and I interact personally with about 300 to 250 teachers every month. We have bunches of teachers coming in 25, 30, 40 at a time. And before we begin any training, we get them to do a simple task. They are required to do 2 things. They are required to color and draw. That's it, color and draw. And we give them wicker baskets which have every manner of color in it. So we've got color pencils, crayons, pastels, oil colors, and markers. And on the worksheet, we have 3 images: a rose, an apple, and a leaf. And then they have to draw 2 things from their own mind. It's not a test of drawing, so they can make any image they want. The image is a nurse and a scientist. And let me tell you that 99.9% men and women who are teachers in Lahore, in Pakistan, in the Punjab today, I'm talking about 2018 only, do the following thing. They make the rose, yes. They make the leaf, they make the apple, they make the nurse, yes. And they make the scientist. And how old? Einsteinish with frazzled hair sticking up on their head. Where have they seen this? Where does it come from? It comes from centuries of being incapacitated. Teachers have to work in which they have known themselves. That is what we need to change. That is what has to go. Those teachers who come to these courses, let's say half of them are parents. And I ask them, have you not seen a yellow rose? They say yes. Have you not seen a pink leaf? They say yes. Have you not seen a green apple? They say yes. Do you not know a male nurse? They say yes. Do you know a woman scientist? They say yes. And all the yeses still put them firmly in this state of confoundedness. And there are these expressions of, oh, and all of that. Imagine, मैं तो लाल बनाने लगी, मैं तो पिंक बनाने लगी थी, आपने कलर ले लिया. But there are loads of colors, so the excuse doesn't work. So parents and teachers, the only thing you have to do is to change your hat. Stop being an invigilator, an examiner, and an investigator. Stop it right now. That's my call to you. Become enablers, become listeners. Bas khatam. That's all you have to do. Listen to them. Listen to their faces. Listen to their eyes. See what they're saying to you. That's all you have to do. Talk to your children. There are students here who are soon going to be parents. So I don't know what you guys are going to do. But some people on the sofa look as if they have children of their own. Go back today and just make a mental note of the conversations that you have with your family. And you will find that at the end of this week, there will be nothing but instruction, some level of criticism, some argument. That's it. It's never going to be, jaldi jaldi apni चाय ले आओ, आओ बैठ के बातें करें. Because the children don't want to talk to you. That's why. They think you're boring and silly. They think इनसे जैसी बात शुरू होगी उसी वक्त हमारी बात काट देंगे. आधी बात सुनकर अपना मशवरा देने लेंगे. There'll be a lot of I told you so's. देखा मैंने कहा था, you shouldn't have done that. And the child keeps saying, मगर अभी आपने पूरी बात मैंने सुनी नहीं, मुझे और सुनने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. आधी बात सुन के ही मैंने अंदाजा लगा लिया. वाह भाई वाह. पेरेंट्स ने घर में अंदाजा लगा लिया, टीचर्स ने स्कूल में अंदाजा लगा लिया, and the result is an incapacitated, unthinking, confounded individual who is lost. Schools today are full of anxiety, stress, and pressure. They are sad places, not learning places. Homes are exactly the same. People work, they don't talk to each other, and what is worse, they have gadgets now to play with. Nobody talks. If children are discouraged, they will become masters of avoidance. What we need to do as educators and as parents is simply to recognize that they have a mind of their own. And it is not a negative thing to say कि इसका बड़ा दिमाग है, हर वक्त अपने दिमाग से सोचता है. Obviously, that's why we are taking him. We want him to learn, think with his own head. इसको जो मैं बताती हूँ वो नहीं सुनता. Do we wonder why? Do we? And that's the question I leave you with.